there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into a dish. She's like, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
Oh, with Mikey?
ENTS were beefing on the course.
Yeah, and then he was beefing with Mikey. What up? Go ahead. Sorry, Jim.
Really beefing,
No, okay.
I was pretty drunk. I was having a good time.
I don't know. Those days, you just say, "Hey, Jim, give me a ride to the golf course, and we'll get that taken care of. I'll come out to Campbell and pick you up because there's no way you should."
I know. I drove home.
Well,
I drove to Jack, which was but I don't know. Drunk Jack. Right now, the order is, and it's just I'm gonna get people disgusted, but it's a sourdough Jack. It's 2 talks, and it's 3 egg rolls.
Oof.
The egg rolls are honestly a fucking game changer. They're so, especially when you're hammered, it's like, they're crispy.
Hey,
it's so good.
I'll tell you, they're good when you're sober. I've been, I've been crushing because I think it's a number 8. It's a teriyaki chicken in the bowl. Yeah. And it's like, obviously, it's not healthy anywhere in fast food. Is like not one and the same because they load it with teriyaki sauce. But you get an egg roll on the side, a little sweet and sour. Yeah, that's the side. It's so fucking good. But yeah, no, it's.
I don't know if they still do it. They used to do like a sampler and an egg roll. It was like egg roll, like I don't know what else was the other
like
side.
a mozzarella stick.
No, did they have an onion? Do they have onion rings there or no? Probably not.
I think
maybe they used to.
Yeah,
yeah. It was like a sampler thing, and that's when I first had that girl. I was like, but now it's.
Yeah. Now that's kind of
especially after the stiz.
You're going off the deep end with that. 'Cause it's like you keep it consistent. Sourdough Jack, 2 talks. It's like on board.
Well, I always am in the drive-thru. I'm like, okay, pace yourself. Do not get the sourdough Jack. Do not. It's like Jordan and don't swing. And literally, I'm sitting there. I'm like, 3 egg rolls, 2 tacos. I'm like, and a sourdough Jack. I'm like,
it's so good.
Like, why did I do that?
That is like the best worst feeling too. Because it's like you're so happy in the set. In that moment, it is like pure bliss. And the first 2 bites are like absolute money. And then after 2 bites, you're like, what the fuck? I did not need this.
Yeah. Now get into the drama because I didn't know
because this was okay because I know what Kev's talking about. Kev was bringing up. He said there was a little drama on the golf course for Todd's birthday, and so we had a group of 6, and so we were first trying to divide it 3 and 3, and I had a great plan to get 4 carts. We paid for 4 carts. Why would we not take 4 carts?
Right.
Split up me and Boog, and then we could go 3 and 3, and then we can divide it however after the first couple holes. But if we go 4 and 2, they're going to stick a twosome with us,
right?
Which is not ideal. Yeah. So, anyways, we're doing that, and then TS was like, "Well, why don't you hop in his cart?" Boog and Jim read together. I'm like, I had a plan going, like. Blah blah blah, and so, anyways, we pull up to the first tee. So that's like the start, and so we pull up to the first tee box, and Boog is. I would say on this, he's not slow. He's not a slow golfer. He's on the.
No, you can say it. Boog is fucking.
He's
slow.
on the slower. He's on the slower end. I wouldn't consider him slow. Maybe it's because I play with him a lot. I'm used to. I don't know.
I'll just say this: Boog acts as if we're on tour with like the practice swing. I'm a 1 practice swing, hit it and rip it. Let's go. We're having a good time. Boog is like. Doing the wags, he's like doing this. He's doing
Is this all just on the tee box, or is this every shot? All shots. This is like all shots. Like, is he on the fairway, and you think this is the same thing?
I would say it's faster on the fairways.
Okay.
Then,
all right. So go ahead, continue.
But people do break out the
Brian Harmon, man. I'm trying to go, and
they break out the Giannis.
Look up Brian Harmon. That's literally he gets busted for pace of play. Literally.
All right, but keep going.
But no, so that's a little backstory. They break out the Giannis 10 count every once in a while. They give a goof on Boog, which Mikey playing did. Slow.
Yeah.
So
did you and Josh when you guys were talking that one pod, was that about me? You said, one of our friends who plays slow,
no, I think we were talking about. I don't want to say his name because he plays on here, but the other guy in our you would guess who it is. Not Matt, not Jack, but the other foursome member who he'll. I guess now no. Fuck. Either way, shit. Yeah, we're good. Whatever. He knows it. But anyway, so Boog on the first tee is doing and it's the first tee. I always give a little grace on the first hole. We're just warming up, right? First tee box. Yeah. Couple extra practice swings. And he's trying to find a slot. Can't give the guy a fucking break. And so anyways, like he does it and Mikey like makes an offhanded comment like oh, like gonna be a long day for playing this or something like that, or like
it was a Giannis 10 count.
Or did he give?
It was a Giannis 10 count.
It was like two things, and then I didn't say it wasn't like I was like talking shit to him or anything like that. Or I'm just trying to. I'm literally just. It's early on.
Literally, we're driving to the ball. Mikey was like, "Fuck, did I just ruin?" I'm like, "Yeah, hole one, you fucking ruined it, Mikey."
Well, that's not even Boog. After Boog hits it, and we're all walking back. They're all walking back to the car. Boog goes, "Fuck you, fuck you, suck my dick 5 times over, bitch," or something like that. And then he flipped.
No. This is what happened.
I was like, "Here we fucking."
I heard about the flip off. That's why
I'm just like trying to get my head straight for the round and everything like that. And I played Muni previously that week a couple of times, and like Mikey like tees off and he like says like, "Oh, like you should have gone in front of me. Like you're basically like you're not gonna follow that up well." And I was like, "Okay, all right."
See, I missed that.
I was like, "All right, Dick." And then like
getting dragged.
That Giannis comment, I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, it's not like I'm just like giving it to him and we're giving it back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that was the start of the round.
It could be, comments that were made in the past, but one New Year's Eve,
Wow.
Vote the girlfriend off the island one time and see what happens.
But then he manned up, went to the fairway and said, "Hey, let's have a good day." That was like before your second shot, so we nipped it early.
Which was good, and that
was a good day.
No. It was.
I wouldn't even say it was a beef or anything.
No, it was squashed fast. But then me and TS, that one lingered a few holes. Lingered a few holes. Well, because people who play golf with me know I'm anti-music during golf. Like keep your shit. Like if your cart wants to listen to it, like listen to it at your shots. But when you're pulling up to the tee box, music's off. Like if other groups are playing music that I don't know, I fucking chirp the shit out of them. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't like music. So anyways, we start switching groups. I play with the dads, the first group or the first tee box. And then I think, did we flip it hole 2 or did I?
Yeah, hole 2.
So we flipped it hole 2. And so,
it was me and you, whole front 9.
It was me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was me and Boog just having a day. At that point, we're just having a great time. Well, that's not how it was supposed. That's again the plans were askew. So I was like, this is a crapshoot. What the fuck are we doing? But anyways, not a big deal. This is like a Father's Day, Todd's birthday. We're just out here having fun. So me and Boog, after the first hole, I was like, hey, this is a great way. We'll just play at our own pace. Who gives? Fuck them. We have all day to play. But anyways, we play on the back with the dads, and TS, he's not playing music, and all of a sudden turns on the music, like at a tee box, and I hit like a bad shot, and so like I'm just an excuse machine. You know what I mean? Like everyone in golf.
And he doesn't do speaker. He does it on his phone, which is
is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's. He does have a speaker. Because he used to do it on his phone. I'm like, Dad, it's just we
can at least get a speaker, right? If we're gonna do it,
faint thing from your golf cart.
No, but it was I don't know, but it was like one of the tee boxes where it's like the cart path's close to the tee box, and I hit a bad shot, and so. Of course, I just find the first thing I can blame it on. Like, they weren't playing the fucking music, blah, blah, blah. And so, like, oh my God. And like, my dad knows, like, when we play, like, he doesn't play music, like, because we're fucking grown men. We can't sit here and just bullshit for 4 hours. We gotta have music entertaining us in the background. I don't know. Maybe it's something with me. I guarantee it is. I'm with you on that. But, and so, like, I say that just, like, kind of like under my breath walking away. And then, my dad actually tells TS to turn the music off. I'm like, oh, you don't have. I was like, I'm just finding an excuse. I was like, that you're good. I was
that
like,
added fuel to the fire,
right? And then your dad was like, no, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. And I was like, all right, whatever. And then so we start playing. Like after 3 holes, we start counting up scores, right? And we're like, playing me and Boog versus the dads on the back nine. And we're just kind of like, and it's close, but me and Boog like catch fire. I started playing pretty well. Like I was playing shit the front nine. Boog was playing well. And so like my dad's like making these comments in the cart and he's like, oh yeah, like maybe match play, but like stroke play in the back, we got your guys' ass. I was like, no, I was like, stop. I was like, there's no, I was like, count them up right now. And so like, you see him start counting them up and then like, he's starting to realize that they're fucking down on strokes as well. He's like, it doesn't even fucking matter. He's like, well, you're just going to count 9 holes. You're just going to count 9 holes. And then he starts going to TS. He's like, oh, they just want to count 9 holes on the back. Like, it's literally shit we would do with our boys. It's just older men doing it, which is hilarious. And so TS, once they're down, turns the music back on. And I'm like, I was like, I hit him with oh, that's so good. I was like, oh, Morgan hit me with that earlier this week. I was like, that's such a little sister tactic, TS. I was like, that's a good one though. And like, just kind of like, busting balls, like, but kind of being a dick about it. He's like, no, fuck that. You're going to compare me to Morgan? I'll turn it off. And then I was like, oh no. I was like, come on. Like I'm fucking around. And then I think me and Boog ended up pulling it out and beating them on the back. But that's what it was. It was all of it was nothing, but it was like something in the moment. But it was
definitely
fireworks for
right out of the gate.
And during that I sunk a 30-footer. It was pretty sick. That book.
Did you?
Yeah, I read the break perfectly.
I don't remember that. I mean, that was on Backman, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what hole it was. I just know I yelled out.
I know. Well, and that's the thing. This guy is
putter, Scotty Cameron.
Scotty Chef. Yeah. Dragging the cops. No, but Todd was putting him down. A high noon king that day.
Yeah, I was.
Drinking like a sponsored athlete. Let's just say that.
Won a hole. Damn near.
I tried to, but no, I only brought 12. I tried to. No, I probably had.
Yeah, I think we ended up concluding it was 9, few shots, and
did we do shots?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
On hole 5.
There's a cart girl now at Muni.
Girl at Muni.
What? And then I think I got a big one.
Yeah, you got a big boy.
Me and Todd made a $50 bet.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kev, that's right. The nugget bet. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That he can't do it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So we said we'll do 200 nugs for the 200 subscribers, which we got to do.
But I said McDonald's nugs.
McDonald's nugs.
It has to be McDonald's nugs.
That's the only nugs I want.
Bro. All right.
Perfect. And Boog said he could eat 50
in one sitting.
One sitting. Todd said absolutely. Todd said he did like the 4. Would you do the 40?
I did 40 in college, and it ruined my day. Like almost died. Like literally, I tilted the car on my college drive. Like we had the McDonald's in Slow is kind of by like a TJ Maxx Home Goods. So, and we had to like get stuff for the house, and we're like walking through, and I'm like, God, we need to go home right now. Like I was
just
like,
gonna shit yourself.
Well, not just. I was just like, you just felt like disgusting. And I'm like, and I can eat when I want to eat. He can't. There's no way in hell unless you ripped the stiz about 80 times to do that.
Hey, we can take a 30 second. Go visit the restroom. Have
you put down 20 before? No.
Yes.
No.
No. Yeah.
No, hey.
Let the haters hate.
All right.
Hey, I believe you, Boog. I got trust, big faith. I'm gonna have
big trust, woo woo.
Tough time putting down 50. It's like it's all in the sauces though. You got to mix up the sauces. You got to get different tastes in your mouth.
100%. A little bit of fries.
So you have a strategy?
Oh, always come with the strategy. Well, okay, what
is your strategy?
Speaking on competitive,
I would just go straight.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
but
my strategy would be sauces, ample amount of soda. And
soda will fill you up.
Probably a large fried, or maybe a medium fried, just to like chips.
No, that you're adding starch.
Listen, it's like chips with a sando. You gotta break it up.
See, but that's why you go like a milk, like a cream or like a milkshake helps break up that salt content. That's when you start, but you can't do too much.
Yeah, but I'm
just
not.
Enough
I would just go straight tangy BBQ. Nothing beats a Mickey D's.
I'd fast that day.
See, but you got to stretch the stomach too. So it's like you gotta
stretch it while we eat, baby.
I don't know. See, I'm serious. I'm taking Joey's spot. The mustard belt's got to stay in San Jose.
I was talking to Rye about it today. The ratings for that is gonna
plummet big time.
So stupid.
Wait, so it was obviously because of that Netflix thing?
Well, it wasn't the Netflix. He signed a deal with Impossible Burger, and he's doing like a vegan. He's sponsored by.
Well, no, it's like the Impossible Meats, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the Impossible Burger started, but Impossible Meats. Yeah.
So I was reading today because that jackass who was the commissioner who does
he's
the rap,
worst.
he's an arrogant piece of shit. Is what
I
he
hate
is.
him. Yeah.
So he backtracked today on a radio show saying. He's not banned. We just need to figure this out because he knows
he saw the backlash.
So much backlash, and then he's like, no one's. What they've said? It's like literally Michael Jordan of competitive eating.
Watch it.
The only reason why we're doing it is to watch to see how many he can eat.
Exactly.
And
no one else
literally
matters.
just take that away. And it all from what it sounds like is their butt hurt. Because I guess when he wins Nathan's, he gets about $200K.
Oh wow.
And
that's more than
from Nathan's. Well, from Nathan's, I think. But and don't quote me. I don't know if that's true or not. But he's getting 1.2. He's getting $1 million more from. It's like, and you don't make a shit ton as a competitive eater, so it's a no brainer.
But at what point does this
is the other thing. Saying it's a direct competitor of Nathan's is complete bullshit. Impossible Meats. Ballpark is a direct competitor.
That is
That's
true.
what kind of pissed because the guy's an arrogant piece of shit. Is what
he definitely is. But I kind of get it in some degree where it's like, hey, we gave you this competition to stand on. You're going to go sign with another. You could sign with any other food brand. You know what I mean? Like you could do any brand you want that's not meat related. You know what I mean? Like hot dog meat related.
Then his people are like, then why isn't Nathan stepping to the plate and saying, hey, we'll give you more. We'll give you more. Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. And
he's the Netflix thing. He's probably getting paid a shit ton to you for, which is good for him. Like
right. But that thing came with all the stipulations where they couldn't mention the provider of the hot dogs. There was like parameters they couldn't do.
Is that guy involved or no?
I don't know if the commission. I don't think he is. I think it was just like he's
probably butthurt about that too.
Yeah, he's bad. Like the whole the Chestnut versus Kobayashi 30 he
was a complete piece of shit.
He thinks he's so sick, and it's like, dude, you're a competitive eater commissioner. Let's be real about it.
You're a glorified PA guy that works once a year.
Yeah, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Josh because, as you guys know, I'm the biggest Chestnut fan around, and something's not.
Were you
sitting
there the
right.
night we drank with him at 4th Street?
No, I wasn't there that night. I was there. He was at McGee's wedding. And he was there for because
McGee's brother owned 4th.
Yeah, 4th Street exactly. Yeah.
So we were there. He chugged. One guy challenged him. He chugged a pitcher to a pint and just obliterated the guy. Like it was not even close. The guy had a pint. It was insane.
Well, they used to do a challenge there. It was like a pint under 3 seconds. It was like half off or something like that.
Yeah.
And so like no one could ever do it, right? And so they'd end up spilling their beer and just like getting more beer, right? So it's kind of like a marketing scheme. You get college kids thinking they're sick. Joey Chestnut walks in and just starts slamming half off pints. He just fucking pint, boom. She's getting half off beer, and it got to the point where they're like, hey man, why don't you just like stick around and just drink for free? And like people like he's a spectacle, you know what I mean? Like people come in.
No, that's why when we were there, we were in college, like this is so sick.
It's the sickest.
But it's like if you're not, I don't want to say you're an athlete, like it was a packed, crowded bar, and only like a select few people knew who it was. But like, if you're an ESPN watcher, you're
know, fucking it's Josh, baby.
So, but we probably bought, and I'm not even joking. Like he probably did like 20 shots of Jack, with that, but like because we kept like, what do you want? He's like Jack, and literally just ripping.
That's
but we
crazy.
We're like walking up, talking to girls. He's like, "Oh, this group," and there was a guy with this group of girls.
Oh yeah, I heard this.
He like went and like he has a bravado about him. He's like, which he should. He's like,
I got the mustard belt.
Really sick. But yeah, he like walked up and these people have no idea who he is, and he's trying to get these chicks right in front of this guy, and this guy's like, "What?" And me, Mitch, and Jerry like, you know how many mustard belts this guy has? Come on, what the fuck? At that time, it was like 12. I was like, this guy's sick. And they had no idea.
That is so good.
He is.
Such a niche audience.
Like, all right, Joe, sorry, man. This one's happening today.
Hey, any girl over $2 would have been like, Joey! Nah, he is a legend, and that's the thing though. Like you said, everyone goes to watch him eat 70 plus hot dogs. We're not there to see Matt Stoney eat 50. Also, San Jose legend. Wouldn't mind seeing him win.
Who's the other guy? The guy that came in second last year was Esper.
I want to say
he
Rick
lost
Esper.
by 13 or something.
But yeah, that's what I mean. They're like not even close.
What about Big Black and the pink lemonade?
He's always trash, bro. He needs to see. I need to take his place on the stand. What the fuck? But you have to go through like actual qualifiers. You have to do like competitions to like get there. It'd be sick. I ate 13 pounds of food in one sitting one time, and it was like,
dear shit, dude.
No, not 13. No, check that. No. It was like 8. My bad, not 13. It was. It was ridiculous. It was all vegetables. That's what they tell you to start is like do vegetables, right? And so like
because it stretches you out.
Exactly. I'd been like it was like 3 weeks in, and I'd been like expanding my stomach, and I like this was before we started, like right before we started the podcast, because that's what like Trough Talk was named out. I was gonna make it like a fucking competitive eating podcast. I was gonna go down that lane, then I like switched up, liked the name, kept the name, but I was like my stomach got like distended. It looked like one of those African children in those commercials, dude. It's like a pregnant belly. It's like so gross.
So you're eating so much to expand, and then
so a lot of it was like
gorge yourself.
Exactly. A lot of it was like, so the thing they would do was like you would do like the most solid foods first, or the least solid foods first. You would do like your vegetables. So they say like eat as many vegetables as you can. Like once you're like think you can't eat anymore, douse them with hot sauce. It'll change the flavor, like complexion. Eat more. Your stomach will allow it with hot sauce, right? Then from there, they say to like rest a little bit and then just eat as much oatmeal as you can because it's like a liquid. It'll just like coat everything and just
then you shit your brains out.
Yeah, well, and that helps too. But it fills all the like the pores, right? Like all that empty room of the vegetables. It just like coats it, and then so
you're just sitting there,
and then the whole time you're drinking water and like. I got a straw that's got like a wide ass mouth, so you can drink like a ton of water at like once. You're just guzzling water, and so you're just like, by the end, you're just sitting there like, like can't even move, and you're supposed to like let it sit, like obviously not go to the bathroom right away. That would defeat like the purpose. Like let it sit, like. Get going and then just repeat day after day doing more and more and more.
So it's almost like you're working out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's exactly what it is.
You're working out your stomach.
Yeah. And that's what like Chestnut, like he says like aside from like, cause he does like the jaws exercise where he's like, and I have one of those too. Sick. But aside from that, he's like stretching the stomach is the hardest part. Cause like imagine shoving 70 dogs in one stomach. Like it like, just doesn't.
So he's got to continue to do that just year round.
So he does. I think he said it's like a 6, like it's literally like a training camp, like 6 weeks or 2 months of like training just like the stomach portion. Like he's doing everything else. And then like he does the, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you guys saw the 30 for 30, but like he'll do like the soaking and then like he'll put them in his mouth and like not eat them. Like he does like the technique where like it's crazy how much he like breaks it down. It's really makes it like an athlete.
Does he continue to do like that? Or that stretches it out anyway.
I think this is his biggest competition. So he does that for the dogs, but like competitive eaters in general, like he's the GOAT, but like there's guys like this guy named Randy Santel who's like 6'6", just like 250, just like fucking sausages for hands. He does that, but he's like a year-round competitive eater where he's going to like he's like making a living going to like each one, you know what I mean? Like he's scraping it out. He's not like Chestnut where he's like a known guy. And so like he's year round, like stretching it out, doing the work. And it's like, it's crazy. And like he finally is like making it kind of big on YouTube, but like I couldn't imagine doing that shit just to like pinch pennies. It's like, what the fuck? But he's a huge human. And like, you see, he went on like a European tour and like at the start of it, he's probably like 240. He's like, I trimmed down because like I know I'm not gonna be able to work out. He's like a power lifter too, obviously. And so like by the end of the European tour, his face, his jowls are just like out to here. It's just so gross.
Damn,
but
TikTok's where you should go.
Wow, that's
big following.
That's what people say. Just, I mean, it's kind of, again, a niche audience, but there's people that love a nice mukbang. You sit there and eat food and Bandana Eats. Is that your boy?
Bandana.
I see him all the time.
Lit.
Guy just houses pizza.
Wow, big Zaw guy. Boys, what you guys been up to? I mean, what's new in the life? We got a Volo champ. Kev's on summer break. Boog's fucking three-time kickball.
Give me
Boog's
a Volo
just grinding
breakdown.
stiff.
Boogie Chef, baby.
I was gonna say
Boogie
Volo
Chef.
breakdown.
Volo.
Give me the semis. And finals.
I think we're not going to be asked back. They're. I think they're done with us.
I could see that.
No, they're well, yeah, some stuff did happen. Yeah, it's let's just say we're a lot like the Soviet Union in 1980. We show up, we kick your ass. We actually know in the playoffs. I think we've given up in our 3 titles. I think we've given up maybe 2 runs. We
sounds right
because we pitched a shutout. We had literally the semifinal. The team only had, I think they only had like 8 or 9 people, and so we put up 5 runs every fucking inning. We're like, this is dumb. Like, let's go.
I mean, yeah, that's.
But no, after we won the semis, the teams that lost all stayed for the final to cheer for the other team.
They're on the other team's side
to beat us, and we just literally I looked at Ryan and like Molly. They were all. The team was like super jacked up to beat us. They didn't like us, whatever. And they kicked like 2 deep ones. I think Tay caught one and Rye caught one. I looked at Mitch and I'm like, and that's the wind coming right out of their sails. And you could just tell body language is down. And then we put 5 on him. It's like, see you later, fucks. But then so we beat the shit out of them. We win it again. I'm a dick, and I always bring champagne because I'm like, motherfucker, we're gonna win. So the one, this one was Vuv. But the greatest quote was the second championship we won. I brought the champagne out, and the guy on the other team's like, wow, they already knew they were gonna win. They brought the champagne. But we bring it out this time around, and the main Volo guy kind of got mad, and he's like, we got a permit, blah, blah. But he was just pissed because we won, and they want other people to have a good time. And other teams, we don't drink during the games. Other teams definitely drink.
Oh, yeah.
But so the head Volo guy decides to ump both of our games. He hasn't umped all year. And there's technically a rule, which is stupid. You're not supposed to, they have home plate, and then they do 2 cones. You're supposed to kick the ball as soon as it passes the cones. But it's really tough to plant and kick on a plastic home plate. Because they put the cones like right there. And especially the ball's super slow.
And you're going grass to dirt, right?
You're going grass, dirt to rubber.
To rubber. It's like it's a shit
really
show.
Bad. So normally the umps are very lenient on it, and they let a lot go, or we'll just gradually move the cones up. This guy called it twice on us in the semifinal, once on me, and I'm like, okay, basically it's a foul, and he's like, yeah, you kick before the cones, it's a foul. I'm like, all right. So then in the championship, and I will say I did not have a good semifinal kicking wise. I was not good because again it got in my head. I'm like I was pissed off. And this was the last AB I had. I kick a bomb into right center, and I'm running, and he puts the whistle in to call that I kicked in front of the cones, which I probably did. He's waiting to see this girl makes a great catch, and then he pulls it out and goes out. And Mitch looks and he's like, what? I was so pissed. Like, are you fucking serious?
It was crazy.
It was bad. But I also, there's a girl that we found out that he's seeing that.
No way.
Yeah, that's the Rachel girl.
He's seeing
that's why he got pissed off.
Shut up.
I think that's why it.
There is no way.
Swear to God.
That is incredible. What? So one of the people on our team got close. They play Flip Cup after, right? They go to the bar, play Flip Cup. Mm-hmm. You get lubed up. The teams are intermingling. Yeah. Some teams get closer. Some people on teams get get pretty close, right? So I guess someone on our team may or may not have gotten close with
may or may not have kissed a girl at the bar.
Of the head of Volo.
Not knowing that the head of Volo is seeing that girl.
Classic mistake. We don't need to name names.
We don't need to name names.
But
I was like, this is clearly
the guy he called out on.
Yeah, so there's a little extra. So then, but then, like, literally, so every time we've won, it's always they give you a big boot.
Yes.
They give you the boot. And they always like, hey, we're gonna go fill this with beer at the bar. It was usually Goose Town. Fill it up. We pass the boot around, like, hey, like chance, blah blah blah. We go. He doesn't show up for like 30 minutes. So we go and we get there. I'm like, hey, to the bartender's like, do we get to fill this up? And he's like, yeah, but I'm like, because Volo pays for it, and he's like, this is news to me. Like we don't know.
Such an awkward.
So I was like, oh, okay. I was standing there with Alyssa, and I was like, oh, all right. Can and then we're like, should we fill it with Nooners? He's like, oh, that'd be a lot. And I'm like, well, can we just like fill it with Stella? He's like, yeah, I'll charge you. He was a nice guy because we kept coming there. He's like, this is probably gonna take 5 or 6 pints. I'll charge you for 3. I'm like, that's nice, great, man. Yeah. We'll do it. So we do it, and we're all in the corner. If you've been to Willow Den, like when you walk in right away to the corner, there's a corner spot with a pool table. That's where the champs were at. None of the other teams that were there went even near us. All was at the other end of the bar. The main guy walks in. We're like, all right, Colin, yeah, all right, like champs. He's like, you just gave us like a kept walking by, and then we were all like, what the fuck? Yeah, like fuck you guys.
Well, and it's like it's weird too because like they usually like. They'll post like 2 or 3 pictures of the champ on the social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll post like a celebration.
Oh, did they not post?
I think they only posted one, and then they posted all 3 teams that were watching, rooting against them. Game. They got a picture of all of them together, and they posted that. And I'm like, what are we doing? This is the participation trophy.
I think they're gonna ask us. And they've also done mind games where we're always red. We've always been red, and then they gave us fucking purple.
But I will say, maybe they will ask you guys back because they want to put together a Volo championship in Vegas. I don't remember if you heard him saying
they're gonna do a World Cup, and we'd be the squad to go.
That would be sick.
Representing San Jose Volo.
Going to Vegas for a kickball tournament? Like, hey, I got to call out to work on a Friday.
World Cup.
Wow.
World Cup.
That would be pretty cool.
We'd have to get, and shout out fam, literally had her. She played in the game before the playoffs Thursday, had her baby on Friday, showed up with the baby to root us on in the championship the following
crazy.
Thursday.
And the baby didn't cry at all.
I know, yeah.
Just a fucking angel of a baby. It was crazy. Her and Nick were both there. Insane. Nick played legends. It was, another great season in the Volo books. I got a few games, and you guys got a game under your belt. Let's go.
NFL draft day.
The next one's not until August.
That seems late.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce that Smooth Sack Summer is officially upon us. When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're groomed from pubes to bum. Thanks to our friends at Manscaped, you can make this season your smoothest yet. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate bundle to keep your boys downstairs cool while looking hot. Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use code Trough. Summertime and the trimming is easy.
You know, I usually make these stories up off top, but I actually do have a one that hits home. I don't know if you guys know, but if you shave the back of your neck, sometimes I nick it a lot with the big razor with the lawnmower that I've used with Manscaped. Yes, I use it for my face. I should go back there. Today, it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, why don't I use my ball trimmer on there? Because it's sensitive.
Hey.
Do it. It works great. Little life hack for you there with the
that.
Manscaped peeps. So, yeah, instead of getting nicks on the neck, use your Performance Package 5.0 and just start going from there. And it feels great. Kev Give it to him. That looks good.
Looking clean.
Looking clean.
Nice.
Hey,
Confirmed.
Manscaped confirmed. Performance 5.0 for your neck and your balls.
That is right. He said it. The Manscaped Performance Package 5.0 has everything you need to prepare that summer bod. Every man knows how scary it is, scary it can get when going for a close shave below the belt, and that's why I trust Manscaped for all my sensitive areas. Inside this package, you'll find the star of the show, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Their 5th generation trimmer features 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. We also have dual LED spotlights to provide contrast on multiple skin tones. 3-length setting. That just reminds me of Todd's tan. Different, multiple skin tones. 3 lengths. 3-length setting comb. Oh, and did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, shower. This razor will devour even the strongest pubes. Now that you have the perfect haircut, use that Manscaped's liquid formulation to keep that freshness even at the hottest summer BBQs. This Crop Soother aftershave lotion and Crop Soother anti-chafe ball deodorant. What? Once they touch your sack, you'll never go back. I don't know if I lost myself there. What? Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts in their Performance Package 5.0. The Manscaped Boxers in the Shed Travel Bag. More wet products, say no more. Manscaped's new Buff Bundle is all you need to keep the summer heat a breeze. God, this does not read right. This bundle includes signature silicone scrubber plus body wash. Ditch your nasty loofah and grab a taste of freshness.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with code Trough at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Trough at manscaped.com. It's Smooth Sack Summer, boys. Get on board.
Smooth Sack.
Smooth Sack. But yeah, no, it was fun. Good times. Kev, you're on summer now. Any plans? What you got cooking? How was the last week? Did you say the goodbyes? Everyone know you're leaving now? Or are you just going to not show up? I pulled that move before. A little Irish goodbye at work.
Do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean...
Like run to Miami, baby.
No, I mean, obviously, like, I didn't really tell a whole lot of the staff. Like, I mean, obviously, like, the higher-ups knew and stuff. But, like, all the teachers and stuff, like, I didn't... Like, only, like, 2 or 3, like, approached me because I think they found out or they knew somehow. Told some of the classes, some of the kids. Like, I didn't tell, like, every single kid. But I do remember, like, the last day of school, like, going to, like...
Getting emotional?
Not too, like, emotional, but, like, going to, like, 6, 8, 10 kids and being like, hey, man, I'm leaving. Like, damn. I went around and, like...
The good kid, the kids,
3-year homies that, like, either was, like, K1, 2, or, like, 2, 3, 4, like, however long I'd seen them for. I was like, hey, like, I didn't tell your class, like, I'm not coming back. Like,
damn.
You know, because if I
started to cry or no?
No one cried. A couple, like, they didn't quite, like, get it. And plus, it was the last day and stuff. So they were just kind of
like, yeah, we're not coming back. It's summer.
Right,
Cali.
right,
like,
yeah.
Obviously, we're not coming back.
Yeah. Because once I confirmed with, like, certain kids if they were coming back, then I would tell them. But, like, if they weren't coming back, like, if I had seen kids, I'm like, okay, it doesn't really matter.
And this fall, this is real tough, but in this fall.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was...
Letting them go.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely made sure, though.
Down an angel.
The day or two before, like...
I know, I need to get another angel.
Like, my room was, like, done and, like, all cleaned up. Oh, yeah, because, like, once it was...
Wait, you had a room?
I didn't really have a room. I had...
Like an office, right?
I mean, no, I was really kind of like a storage closet, and then I was in it.
Hey, been there, brother.
You and the janitor, man.
Well, I was in the room with all the switch circuits and stuff. So, like, whenever there was a problem or something, like, there was, like, I'd always just be, like, coming in for lunch, and I'd see, like, 2 people. Yeah, I'd have, like, 2 people in my, like, room, and it's, like, hella, it's, like, as big as this friggin' rug. And I'm like, oh my God, like, great. I'm not having lunch in my room now. Like, I'm not just fucking sitting here with you guys in here. But
did you bring lunch, or did you usually
Chipotle?
Little lean cuisine in the micro, or no?
No, I would make food. Sometimes I'd go get stuff. Like, I was right by a Subway and a Chipotle.
I'm a Chipotle every day kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, Chipotle was pretty popular. Same with Subway. And then, I mean, yeah, I would definitely.
How much does a Subway run you these days? Like $15?
15, it's 15.
15 for a foot long?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
But hear me out.
No way in hell. No way in hell.
I went to. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. You got okay, but I was gonna say, so like Zanotto's, right? If
Yeah.
you get a sandwich and then you get the extra meat, it's like $14.
No, you need to do Togo's is $12.99 or no, it might be 15.
No, it's Togo's is fat.
Togo's is
15,
definitely expensive.
But there's a shit ton of food or meat.
But hold on, with the Subway Club is what I get, and so it is $15. But you get it was 6 pieces of turkey, 6 pieces of roast beef, and 4 pieces of ham. Because I saw someone who was training someone do it.
Oh, and they were counting out the.
And no, because they said it and they said this is how much you put for this sandwich, and I counted. And I look, I'm like, that's 16 pieces of meat, and I'm like, all right, this $15 is like justified in my dome, because I'm like,
I feel that
because like, where else are you gonna go get a sandwich that's gonna give you literally that much meat? In a
Honestly,
sandwich? That ain't bad.
Safeway
Maybe
makes a killer sandwich for pretty cheap.
They got killer pre-made sandwiches.
Hey,
but I went to BK. Number 1, no cheese.
Is that a rodeo?
What's number
No,
one?
Whop. Was it a Whop?
Whopper. Oh, no cheese. No, so like no extra charge. Large. Probably shouldn't have got a large.
And you want to eat 50 nugs.
Fries and a Coke. No, just because
charge. We don't need it.
And an 8-piece chicken fry.
Ooh, chicken fries.
Total.
23.
That's what I was.
$19.99.
Oh, okay. 20.
That's
Is that not fucking?
well. That's
You
crazy.
got a large combo with an 8-piece something else.
Well, $20 for any meal. I'm like any meal that is like fast food or fast casual. I'm like,
I'm usually now I'm like, if it's fast casual or just anything, like I'm around like 30 because I'm over ordering and just bringing some a little bit back. Like there's
Really?
a Greek spot by my place.
do you end up eating your leftovers though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
See, I would never.
I'll eat it like 2 or 3 hours later. Like
Yeah,
just like
but yeah,
after everything passes. But
I mean,
I
even.
did, because shout out B Benny, it was his 30th this weekend.
Hey,
don't be
Benny.
scared. Don't be scared of golf.
I woke up on Sunday, kind of feeling it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it's like getting going and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna go fucking just crush Firestone. Firestone tri-tip sandwich. When I was a freshman in college in 2011, it was $8. Now it's $15.99 or
I was gonna say
$16.99.
16 easy.
Yeah.
Jesus. And it's not even
I
that
ordered
big.
2 and housed them both, but those are
Yeah.
loaded.
Oh, those are good.
They're loaded though.
It's Joe Biden's America.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Two McDoubles still less than 5. So
That is the one thing. But a McChicken being $3 is egregious. Like $2.59.
No, a fucking Subway footlong being 15.
Well, that's
We used to go to the Foxley one and just
Right.
hammer $5.
well, and it was like the same ladies every time, and they'd be like, "Oh, like throw an extra meat
And
carton
Jimmy
on,
Reneke.
just not even get." Yeah, exactly. Jimmy Reneke, just like fuck it, what you want.
Takes my change and
Dude,
throws it. I'm like,
I will. I will never forget. We went in there one day, and this is back when I don't think we had cars yet. I think Todd was probably 16, right before he had a license.
no,
but
that time we were still walking.
yeah, we were still walking, and
walking bikes.
this is. For some, I forget what happened, but Todd was in the Willow Glen, the Willow Glen Mercury, or the Willow Glen. What's the resident?
I was like doing a pass or something.
He was like doing a pass, and it's like a picture of Todd, pretty big picture of Todd in the resident, like half a page big. And so we're walking to Subway, and like we find it on someone's driveway, like someone like they just get delivered, whatever. We pick one up off someone's driveway, and.
on Cherry.
Yeah, on Cherry. We bring it to Subway because Jimmy Reneke works there. A senior. This guy's a senior when Todd's a freshman. And he's like Willow Glen's best player, right? Obviously, I'm just giving some context.
Yeah.
So we get there. He's not working. And it's like, there's these like 3 Mexican workers that have been working there, literally still working there for like 15 years. Todd signs it and goes, "Hey, can you give this to Jimmy when he comes in?" And so when he got there, he had a signed picture of Todd waiting for him at work. Just fucking awesome.
No, yeah, I got a sandwich. I think it was a $5 footlong. I think I paid with it 20. And literally, he's just like, "Thanks for the tip, Todd," and just threw it. And I'm like, "That's $15, asshole."
It's
like,
so good. Yeah, that's nothing better than knowing people that work at like a spot like that. Like in Reno, we used to know the people that work at Ike's, and they would always give you like a buy one get one free. So you would go there with your friend and just like me and D Roach just split the cost on an Ike's, and like meanwhile they were walking to the 7-Eleven right next door, just getting shit faced behind the counter. It was like the greatest thing ever. Great times. Boog, I don't want to move topics too quick, but you got any new information on Con?
Yeah. Obviously,
Ryan and I were talking about this today. What's going on?
Obviously, I'm in the inside circle.
He follows you. You get all the scoop. We know this.
Unfortunately, can't say. Down.
Playing it close to the vest. I like that. Got to keep your trust in the inner circle.
But I can't see him. I mean, I'm leaning both ways, but I can't see him pulling out.
You can't see him pulling out, really? Even after the cancel of the press conference, that?
No, because
a lot of limbo.
I've obviously been following Ariel closely, and
the mermaid or
this naysayer, but
she was in the new movie.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Out of this world.
But yeah, so I guess it was not good. Then it was positivity, and then now we're kind of back.
Now we're back searching for a possible replacement.
Your other guy though is
that's also not confirmed yet.
What? Who's your other guy?
You haven't heard?
Platinum.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That's not confirmed.
I hope it's sick.
It's in the works. Jake Paul wants to fight on the 20th, and it's either Perry or the Julio Cesar Chavez guy. But
wow,
isn't that guy like 40?
Yeah,
Julio Cesar.
He's supposed to fight Darren Till.
Who?
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah. Really?
God, Till's freaking doing celeb fights now.
No, it's the junior. It's junior. Not
Yeah. But he's. And did he fight Anderson? Is that the one Anderson knocked out, right?
I think he knocked him out. I think he beat him by decision.
Chael's boxing.
Chael's boxing.
And have you seen Chael? Have you seen any of the promos? Chael, he's like doing open workouts and like he had the gloves. He loaded the gloves with rocks. He's like, oh, these 16 ounce, make them more like 48 or something like that. I'm like, you're such a fucking idiot. Then he goes on about the Little Nog story. He's like, no, what really happened was I had an iPhone. He thought it was a Pop-Tart, took a bite. Like, dude, the iPhone was not invented back then, but I love it. He's no one better than Chael.
So good.
So you're saying the fight's still on though? Everything's still green pastures.
I mean, he said so much about people who pull out. He's had opportunity to pull out, and he hasn't.
But
and like he said, he's like if you got to wheel me in on a wheelchair, and I'll just come out scoot on in the
now.
That's what I'll do.
Do you think that he's just going to wait for the athletic commission to say that he can't fight, that he didn't pass the physical? I feel like that's where this is going. Is
there any reasoning why the press conference was canceled, or just leaving that in the dark?
Just leave it in the dark. I think the shin snapped. I think the shin snapped in half.
Well, I don't know if it snapped because he was dancing at the fucking club 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks. A lot of pressure dancing on that.
Speaking of the club, I have a story for the fact of this.
Sorry, we'll go back to that. The club. But yeah, you're still you're still a believer. You're good.
I'm a believer.
For now, yeah.
For now, I'm good.
Like fight week. I mean, you gotta have them in
Thank
Vegas.
you.
No, like Ariel was saying today, they need to come out and like kind of like how they do with the Tyson Fury, like have a new date right away to soften the blow.
Right. Well, did you see? Oh, not to go off topic. Did you see Tyson Fury? His latest video, fucking hammered, falling down outside the pub. It's like, how long until he's driving his car, fucking 100 miles into?
I thought he was sober.
Well, that's the thing. So every time he goes on a bender, he gets suicidal, and it's fucking gets crazy, and it looks like that's where we're at now. And it's like, eesh. I hope he's got good people around him.
Oh, his dad's a pretty chill guy. So
Jesus Christ, there's no one worse than that. Like living through your kid is the saddest thing, and it's like we used to see it a lot in Little League. I feel like.
Well, but his kid is very good at what he does.
No, for sure. But like even still, he's taking his shirt off, like punching himself at press conferences.
He's making it about himself.
Exactly. It's like let's pump the brakes, brother. Like,
his kid's also about to fight Curtis Blades. Tom Aspinall.
Oh, dude, that is a crazy fucking. They look so much alike, the old pictures. They're saying that what's his name's Fury's dad is Tom Aspinall's. It's really Tom Aspinall's dad. They grew up in the same region. They look identical as young guys. It's crazy, pretty funny. But speaking of training, I've been fucking grinding at jiu-jitsu. You guys got to get out there. We got to get you guys.
There's no way in hell.
Why not? Fucking why not? It's so fun.
He's spray tans now. There's no way he's doing jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We don't want we don't want the orange
baby.
mats.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I would actually do boxing, but I wouldn't do.
Hey, this gym's got
MMA or
kickboxing.
anything.
Fuck it.
I don't have any of the flexibility to MMA stuff.
That's the thing. Everyone's always like flexibility this, flexibility that. It gets there. You'll start stretching. You can get there.
No, I do.
Quick taps.
I stretch every day,
taps.
but no, I boxing would be fun and it'd actually be like a cool workout. I think, and I think Rye's done it in the past.
Right.
But
T. Rando's getting into boxing.
I don't.
That's the last guy that needs to get into boxing. Oh shit!
Do you know he should? I'm telling you, he should do MMA.
It's almost too late.
I don't know, man. Like Dominic Reyes.
Nah, he does anything over 185 is different. 185 you can start later in life. I feel like the smaller guys. I mean, what would he fight at? 170?
But
he could be a Whitaker box.
See, I would be tapping just if you had my leg in an awkward position.
Yeah.
Like just
See, that's what you think until
my shoulder.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like
you think that because I have worse knee issues. I feel like my knee issues are worse than your guys' shoulder issues.
100%.
Like, I have nothing in my knee, so I guess maybe that's what makes it better. Like there's nothing to fuck up, but like, once you learn the positions, you know when you're in trouble. Like you'll know when to tap, but like, I don't know. Like yesterday, it's not even tapping, but like my knee, because like the ACL is completely torn, but like there's just like chunks that like are floating in there, and like sometimes they get in the joint and like it like locks up, and so it's like I'll have to like sit there and like my knee's locked and like I can't like move it, and so like I was going yesterday, literally last night, and we were doing like half guard stuff. So this guy's on top of me. I'm like, hey, like 1 sec, like can you get off of me? He's like, hey, like everything good? Like he started freaking out. I was like, yeah. And I just like kick my knee out and just like a fucking fat pop. And I'm like, we're good. Back to it. Back to work. And
that's what should have done in Dillashaw Aljo.
Oh, dude, that I think that was too far gone.
But see, for me, I think like just coming from being in athletics, but being on more of the team side of stuff, like just that aspect of just like, I have no idea. If I'm in the ring with you, I have no idea what's coming at me. Like I could watch tape on you, but there's also this different intricacies of, okay, if this happens, like if you're in the batter's box, I know this guy's got 4 pitches and the situation I'm in, I have an idea of what's coming.
Exactly.
Same thing if I have a guy in basketball on my hip and he's smaller than me, I got an idea of what I can do, what I can't do.
Right.
Or even if I'm going one-on-one with a guy, hey, this guy's quicker than me. I'm probably not gonna like this. You have no fucking. That scares the shit out of me because I have no idea what's gonna come at me. Zero.
That's the fun of it though. Like because you literally you have no idea. Like, and I guess it's a little bit different for me because like I don't really compete, so like I'm not in high pressure situations in that sort of situation. I'm more in the gym. A lot of the guys I've rolled with at least once before. So it's like you kind of have a feel for what their game is, what they're gonna maybe attempt to do. But that's honestly I love not knowing like what's going on. Like we get like 10th Planet San Jose, start going. If you haven't signed up, sign up. Shout out.
Are you fully in there now? Or are you
so I've been grinding. So I've been going San Jose. Yeah, I've been going this week. I went Monday morning, night, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Something in me is like itching to do it, but then another part of me is like, we're just having, you know what I mean? Like as a hobbyist.
Did your coach say like, you're ready? Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, not so much that you're ready. Cause like you can, like there's guys that would be like, maybe not ready. Right. That like want to do it. And they're like, fuck, more power to you. Like I'll corner you. Like, well, let's get this thing done. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, but he's definitely on multiple occasions been like, when are you going to start competing? Like, let's get this going. Like, let's do this. And like, part of me wants to, because I don't know. I think it'd be fun. One and two, like
10p, baby.
Right. Exactly. I think that would be sick. Like, then you're fully in. You know what I mean? I feel like, cause like, not that I'm pussyfooting with jiu-jitsu, but like, if you're not competing, like, then why are you doing
you're still
it? I don't know.
learning.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
you're
it's
getting belts, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's fun. Like, I literally it's so much fun. Like, I wake up at like 4 a.m. and like, I'm like tired. And then like, as soon as I step in the gym, I'm like, fuck, let's go. Like,
let's go.
This is it. But so like, I've definitely thought about competing. There's like a couple tournaments coming up and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like hesitant, but we're thinking about like, 'cause I mean, not that you're not supposed to talk about your roles, but like, I do all right against like purple belts, blue belts, you know what I mean? Like guys that are a little bit bigger than me. Not that I'm like tapping them all the time or like, but I'm not getting tapped all the time. So it's like, you kind of have a bearing of where you're at, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I just like going to the tournaments, helping the guys get warmed up and then fucking watching. Just being like, you know,
Just being around it.
Every horse needs to, you watch the horse races. Every horse has got their buddy that's walking out with them, keeping them cool under pressure. I feel like that's more my speed. I'm cracking.
Seabiscuit, ease off.
That's what I mean.
Let him see. Then you turn him loose.
Turn them loose. No, you just, I don't know. I'm the cracking jokes, keeping everybody loose. You know what I mean? And then when I compete, similar to basketball, like I would go into like a complete shutdown like before baseball. It's like, as soon as like you step into like cause basketball, you'd be there an hour before or whatever watching the JV game. I would like kind of stop having fun. It's more like just like, okay, thinking time, seriousness, like getting into it. And it's like, I don't know if I want jiu-jitsu to be that.
Oh, like almost like, yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm having fun with like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Is that where the burnout comes? But it's been fun. You guys should all do it. It's fun. It's YouTube especially, just because you're watching MMA all the time and fucking.
My guillotine's already pretty good. So.
I don't know about
I would
that.
do boxing,
I was gonna say
not that.
Nah, I feel that boxing be fun too, though. I mean, any striking, I feel like I'm getting into that area now where I'm like, ooh, striking sounds a little intriguing as well. But just because we're in a kickboxing gym for the San Jose classes, he's like renting out space in the kickboxing gym. So there's bags lined the whole gym, and like I still, if you had to throw a punch, a kick, an elbow, I've not touched a single one of those bags because I'm like, as soon as you do, that's all you're going to be. You're just going to get the itch and just be sitting there all class fucking wailing away.
We had a heavy bag at Slack. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And a
Slack
speed,
was
and a speed bag.
Speed bag. Slack was a wild place. That was.
We definitely popped the top a few times. A little heavy bag, speed bag workout.
Me and Boog were ripping the Century Bob out in Reno. We had the dummy out there for a while. That was the best shape I'd been in a long time. I started doing pull-ups again. I figure that's the key to success is doing pull-ups. I can get about 12 right now.
Yeah. Shout out Right Cal, 4 sets of 12. We did those today.
Really?
Yep.
Damn, that makes me feel good. Doing 12. I do one set of 12 and then I'm like, one set of 8. And then I'm like, we're good here. Yeah, it's good. Chilling. But you were talking about the club. You said you had a club story?
Oh, I have an interesting story. So I was in Slough for my boy B Benny's 30th.
Benny.
We did an old school Thursday night in Slough. Just he and I, and it was like, all right, a little stemmed out. Which I already talked about. But it was interesting. Just because how much Slough's changed. But so Motav is closed, which was a bar we used to always go to. Someone bought it, they're revamping it all up. Wow. So like all the bars we used to not go to are like now the it bars, and it's all like crowded and stuff. Right? Yeah. So we ended up going to this bar called Black Sheep, it's kind of like a hipster vibe bar, and it's more of like it's more of a sit down type of like enjoy with friends or whatever.
Right.
And we were joking, but like every freak show I think that lived in Slough walked in. Like just like, and of course with me being, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And Brian's dying.
Wide eyed. Whoa.
And we're drinking double Tito's, and like I got to the point I'm like, is this like our sixth? Like we were trashed. But I'm not sure how it is in other college towns, but in SLO, what they used to do and they still do, sorority girls and any girl, when you turn 21, you make a sign that you're 21, and on the back you have basically it's like a scavenger hunt, like get a picture of the cop, kiss a bartender on the cheek, do this shot, do that shot. Because SLO, every bar has a different shot that you do when you're 21.
Like their signature.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So Brian and I, it's probably like 10:30, 11ish, and we're sitting there.
Kiss a 7-footer.
Well, no. Brian goes, holy shit, I've never seen this look. A guy walks in with a sign, and we're like, what the like? It's in like the Fireball logo, and we're like, what? Like this is so like gay, and we're like, what the fuck?
What the
we
fuck?
Thought like, we're like maybe he, cause we're like it's probably when maybe he is like into that. Comes in with all his guys, we're like, yeah. We're like, what the fuck?
This town has changed.
And his sister, who's actually kind of hot, was with him, and she's like talking us up. We're like, oh, like you guys, she's like, yeah, like it, and it's this weekend is grad weekend, so this was like the last hurrah kind of. And we talked to this sister, whatever, and then we go to the bartender. We're like, so guys wear signs now, and he's like, he gave us like, he says like,
what the
dude? He's like, guys, it's bad. Like guys do signs, and now the thing is, because basically when we were doing it, the day you turn 21, like that night, no matter if it was a Monday or a Tuesday, like you go, and that's when your crawl is, no matter what. 'Cause all the bars are open.
I feel like
Jerry, me, Jake, and Jerry went for his 21st on Monday night. Jerry had a midterm at 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning. He was
I think
he was still drunk, but like that's what you did. You did it the day.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now the TikTok generation is doing. You wait until the following Thursday. You're already 21, and that's when you go with everyone. You have your sign.
Whack.
So that's what he's explaining. We're like, this is really stupid. So we ended up going to Bulls. And Brian's, it was like I had just ordered. I was like, I'm gonna get an 805 at Bulls because that's what we used to drink. And so I grabbed one. He's like, I'm gonna bounce. I'm like, okay. So I'm just sitting at the bar, and there's a bunch of college
just
people.
the wily vet sitting at the bar.
I'm like drinking. I'm like ordering my Uber, and this kid walks up to me. Yeah, exactly. And this guy walks up to me with a sign. And goes, hey man, my friends just left you on my 21st. Like, do you mind if I drink with you? And I was like, oh fuck. I'm like,
the sign guy.
Yeah. No, different sign guy, different sign guy. And I was like,
there's multiple.
Fuck. And I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, hey, let me. He was down. I'm like, hey, let me. Like, what do you drink? Let me buy you a drink for your 21st, man. Like, this is awesome. And I didn't say anything about the sign. I said later on, I was like,
sick sign.
So we start drinking and stuff, and then he starts acting weird. And basically, he asked me about like who I am. I'm like, yeah, I went to Capella. I'm like a lot older than you. I'm like, and he's like, if you don't mind me asking, I'm like, yeah, I'm actually 31. Like, I'm about 10 years older than you.
Yeah, that's
it was surreal. It was like a
playing Little League when you were born, brother.
Like I've been in my friends have never left me on my 21st, but so we're like talking and stuff, and he starts saying he's from like Manhattan Beach or whatever, and he's like, yeah, he does engineering, and he's like, he created some way where you can, for your weed plants, you can tell the temperatures that they're all at and stuff like that. He made this thing, and I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Like, you like, I was like, don't go to a company. We'll keep working on that and sell that.
Say, here's my number.
No, I know. Well, no, but then he's like, yeah, man. I don't know if you know Tony Stark, but I think I'm gonna be the next Tony Stark.
Oh,
and I was
Jesus Christ!
I was like, oh, and right when he said that, I'm like, oh, this isn't good.
Did you say you're talking to Iron Man, brother?
I said I do know Tony Stark. But then his friends. So it was probably like 30 minutes, and his friends come back, and I was like. And they're talking. And it was my place. I'm like, hey guys, like that's kind of fucked. And not that like his friends were both. They're all nerd. They're all like on the nerdy end.
Yeah.
And they have like
they're wearing the sign.
This
I
one
sure
goes up
hope.
to them. I'm like, oh okay, like she wasn't hot or anything. So, but I could then off the bat, I could, or just like after talking to him for 30 minutes, I'm like, I can kind of see what your friends like. He's a little off, whatever. It's fine. So, I was like, okay, guy, like I'm gonna like, hey, your friends are back. Like I'm gonna I'm going to go to the bathroom and get out of here. I'm like, my Uber's almost here. He follows me to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom. And he's like, hey, man, you ever do ketamine? You ever do K?
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, just like kind of laughing. I was like, no, do you have some? He takes out, and it's pretty big in the gay community. It's a tranquilizer.
Yeah.
It basically like just numbs you and you're out of it.
K-holes, baby.
He pulls it out of his pocket and it's like in a glass beaker, like a
he's
science.
a legit
It's like
fucking
a science beaker,
Yeah.
and I stand. I'm like, I grab like, what the fuck? I was literally like I was in science class, and I have it in my hand, and the door opens, and it's one of the bartenders, and I'm like, I'm like, oh fuck, and I literally just put it back in his pocket, and I'm like, have a good night, bud. And I walked out, and I got in my Uber. Literally, as I get in my Uber, he's getting bounced from the bar.
No way.
He's getting bounced, and he's like yelling and pissed off his shit's right there. And I was like, thank God I added that. It was so bad.
That is crazy. That's crazy to just pull out ketamine in that big of a quantity. Too, you know what I mean? Like I feel like loading it into a little baggie to travel size.
It was a beaker about this big, and I mean it wasn't full, but it was probably like halfway.
Yeah. I mean more than you need in a night.
No, 100%.
Unless you're trying to Jeffrey Dahmer Todd.
Exactly. And I was like, and that I mean I was drunk, but I had my wits about me. But I was like, dude, that was just a wild, fucking weird thing. I'm like, this is a different place than I remember.
That is crazy. What do you remember? What was on his checklist? Like what was he trying to?
I didn't even read it. I even told his friends like, so guys do signs now. They're like, yeah. I'm like,
that must be
great,
new.
Yeah,
your friends must suck.
Yeah.
I mean, if any of our friends tried that shit, like one of our friends wore a sash for like his, I think it was his 25th birthday, and we were like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, this is
no." We just you just
crazy.
go out, show your ID, and they give you the.
That's
the
what
drink.
I mean. Exactly. Like the bouncers like are like, "Hey, well, you know what I mean?" Like it kind of gets stoked on it, and it's like. It's just what it is. You're out there with the boys having a good time.
Because the bar we're at Black Sheep, the 21 drink is they make the drink. It's like, I think it's sriracha and something, and it's shitty. And then they crack an egg on your forehead and put the raw egg in, and you have to drink it all.
The Rocky.
And if you spill, you have to pay for like a bunch of shit. Yeah.
Damn. Is it the bull sweat? Is that the one where they is that their shot on the 21st?
Yeah.
Oh, that is brutal. It's like all the.
But back in the day, they actually used to ring out the bar, and now with health code they can't do that. But now, they're all pre-made now, so it's lost its luster. But I mean, people still go and like when our buddy Sean got married, we
went down. Yeah.
Well, because the mission's right by Bulls, like literally a 30-second walk. So he literally out of the chapel done, and then we're like, all right, Bulls sweat, go.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of sick. Damn.
No, it was wild.
That's a crazy story though. That's fucking. Here you go. Have fun.
3 minutes talking like you have a good night.
See you later. But damn, that's it. You boys got anything else? Any last little tidbits you want to throw in there? Throw out there?
I did have one thing I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, please. Yeah, we got plenty. But
so I had an interesting convo. Ryan and I were talking about today because when this comes out, Jerry West passed today.
Oh, that's
obviously,
right.
not to get gloomy. R.I.P. But we were saying I already know Boogs, but what athletes passing would actually have like a profound impact on you where it's like actually affect you, make you sad. Like today, I don't know if you saw, Dan Patrick was like bawling on his show because it was like him and his dad's guy.
Oh, I see.
And like, yeah, like Jordan TS is going to be done for a week probably.
Yeah,
when he goes
clear the schedule.
Like I said, and it's even though they're close in age, I said Steph, we're probably close in age, so I might pass away before Steph, but I said Buster, and then I said Bonds.
Barry would be
Bonds
a big one.
My first thought.
Yeah, and then maybe like Favre, Rogers. I probably lean more Rogers, but Cal said Barkley. Chuck.
I mean, a lot of inside moments.
Well, yeah, the inside moments,
and things like that.
Space Jam.
I mean, we already know.
It has been, you never was.
Yeah, we were almost a little, I want to say, too young for Kobe's. But like,
see, that's what I was talking. I think Shaq would have a look because I was more of a Shaq guy. But Kobe, I was more shocked and stuff. But I wasn't like super like bummed out.
Kobe's was weird. I was having the worst day I'd had in probably 5 years. Like everything with school was just like culminating all at once. I had like everything due. Like they just told me I had to add an extra class, which was like an extra semester. So like I'm like walking through this park on the phone with my mom, like, fuck these fucking pieces of shit, like blah, blah, blah. Like, and I'm just like worked up and I'm like getting to the house, slam the door, and D Roach like, Kobe died. And I'm like, oh wow. Damn. I guess I got it better than I got it better than Kobe. I guess I'll be okay. And it like cooled me down immediately.
damn.
Yeah, I don't know. A-Rod would be big for me. Big A-Rod guy. But like just in general, one that like not an athlete, but like Norm Macdonald, that one like fucked me up. Not fucked me up, but like was the one where I was like felt like kind of weird. I
didn't think actors and comedians
just because like I consumed so much of his content in particular, you know what I mean? Like just
Ferrell,
that
Will
weird
Ferrell would probably be that
Will Ferrell would be a big one, yeah.
Demarius Hurt.
Who?
Demarius Thomas.
I was gonna say
Demarius.
I was gonna
thought
say
you said his last name. I was like, who's Demarius?
Yeah, I was gonna say
who's R.I.P. Daddy?
Braun and Connor for you.
No, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But like just saying like that I've experienced.
Right.
Bill Hall for Kev.
Bill Walton was honestly like more sad than I thought it was going to be, just because like,
well, because then they start playing all the stuff on.
That's
Twitter,
what I mean. You get all the montages, and then like it was a character. Like I don't know. I'm not a big Grateful Dead fan, but like I like all the shit that they're kind of into. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of psychedelic, kind of weird stuff, and he was a big proponent of that. And that one was kind of weird. I was like, ooh,
shout out John Mayer's been killing it for them.
Who?
John Mayer.
Yeah, dude, he's sick.
I might have a moment when he goes.
I would love to go to the Sphere and watch John Mayer fucking shred, dude. He's sick. Yeah, no, that is an interesting question. Yeah, athletes. I feel like my dad did such a psyop on us as young kids, where it was like, athletes are just normal people. Athletes are just normal people. They wake up and put
like reverence of God.
Nah, exactly. It was
I'll
like,
never forget when Michael Jackson died. Like
literally, like TS was like
literally all our heads just shifted to TS, and like you saw like
TS, and then when Whitney Houston died, it was like a week of.
Really, just all Whitney, playing Whitney.
Well, no, just sadness. It was.
We went to Michael Jackson's Hollywood Star 2 weeks after.
Damn.
Yeah, TS.
All the flowers there and stuff. Oh, that's so funny. I honestly was playing Xbox during Michael Jackson's, and it was back in the Call of Duty days. So we're in the lobby. There's N bombs, F bombs, you name it. People are letting them fly, and then some guy breaks in, like, Michael Jackson died, and everyone got silent for a second. Really did kind of break the tension of the chat room.
Not to get weird or anything, but obviously the Finding Neverland stuff about Michael Jackson. But I was listening to you know who Van Lathan is? Have you heard of him? Yeah. So he was on Russillo's pod, and they're just talking about, like, they always talk about pop culture and stuff, and about, I don't know what the conversation was. It was about something about, like, not like cancel culture, but something of that nature. Mm-hmm. And Van Lathan laid out perfectly. He's like, listen, I was a young black kid in the 80s. I realized Michael Jackson might have bad stuff, but I'm like
the biggest.
He's my guy, basically. Like, there's no, like, you turn on the music, like, that's my guy. So it's like, and he's like, I understand as bad as, but like, I think stuff like that, or people like that.
Exactly. Well, and that brings up, like, I love the conversation of separating the art from the artist. Right. And it's like, some people cannot do it at all. Like Gary Glitter, the Sharks.
Right.
Like Rock and Roll Part 2. I get he's a horrid pedophile, but goddamn, he made a stadium chant that needs to be heard far and wide. It's crazy. But I get obviously the sentiment. It's like, horrible human. Yeah. He did some tough shit. It's like, But
speaking of, shout out Pavelski hanging him up.
Yeah, sick. Now,
Pump.
Obviously, he'll be remembered more as a Shark. But
I didn't realize how big of a star. Like,
he was a huge. Well, because it was right after the USA. He was the captain. It was and I think that's what made him so big. Well, but that's what I was going to say.
Someone had a great tweet: is the Sharks let him go because that's the worst.
They're
At
so
the time,
bad.
they chose Carlson over Pavelski.
The worst contract in Sharks history was Carlson.
And and just choosing him. But they even said that the Sharks culture got worse and the Stars culture got way better. And Randy Hahn was like, they need to get him back in the building and as a front office person.
Well, and that's like a lot of the guys.
Think the Stars are already kind of
trying to get there. Why would you not? And as him, it's like, why would you move to California when you could go to Texas and have your ranch for a quarter of the price?
But he still has a lot of ties here. I think he still belongs to Cordoval, right? Is that what Dad said?
I believe it. Why not? Just another paycheck.
Him in DC and Dan Boyle getting out there.
Dan Boyle. Well, that's like the Sharks got like Marlowe's there. Thornton's been around. They're all in like the locker room.
Those
They're
guys
trying to get him
when they go.
Yeah, Thornton would be one that would shake me. I would be posting my picture of my bare ass. I was there. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Yeah, that's it, folks. Thanks for doing this with us, and until next time, peace.